Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back. Today, we are going to learn about how rain comes about. We are going to learn about the water cycle. Can everyone say water cycle? Very good. Now, I know Miss Melanie is going to read a book to you about how the water cycle works. And she's also going to give you a very detailed description about the water cycle. What I'm going to do is we're going to do another science experiment. A science experiment is when you ask yourself a question, then you do an experiment to find out what your answer is. And then after you do the experiment, sometimes the answer comes right away. Sometimes it comes a few hours away. Sometimes it comes a few days away. But this experiment is going to take about maybe 1 or 2 days. But it's going to be in the next video because I am doing this video ahead of time for you guys. So, would you like to help me make it rain in a bag today? Great. So, before we make it rain in a bag, we are going to learn some words. We'll review some words that Miss Melanie will teach us. So the first word is collection. Do you know what collection means? It means when you have a collection of, let's say, garbage you pile up, paper you pile up, but there's also another kind of collection with water. So when you go to the ocean, isn't there water all over one place? When it rains outside and it lands on the floor, what is on the floor? There are puddles on the floor. In a lake, what's in a lake? What's in a pond? That's right, water. So in order for it to rain, we need water on the ground. I will explain that a little bit more in a few minutes. Next word is evaporation. Everyone say evaporation. What does evaporation mean? It means when there's heat from the sun, it warms up the water that is on the ground, and the water goes up into the air, turning into a water vapor. You see the water vapor? So there's a collection of water. Here's the sun hitting the water, and the water vapor goes up into the air. You cannot see the water vapor, all right? And when it goes up into the air, it goes straight to the clouds. And do you know what the clouds does? The cloud holds it until it can't hold it anymore. So that's what evaporation is. Here's the next word. Condensation. I know these are big words, but we will learn them. Condensation. What does condensation mean? It means when the water vapor goes up to the cloud, it cools down and it changes to a liquid inside the clouds, which becomes water droplets. So water drops that go into the cloud. So when there's a lot of water drops in the cloud, can the cloud hold it? If there's so much, what will happen to the cloud? That's right, the cloud will go, it'll get too big and it'll go, and what will come out? Our precipitation. Everyone say precipitation. Precipitation is when the drops get too big for the cloud, depending on what the temperature is outside. If it's very, very cold, the water that's inside the cloud may turn to snow. If it's not so cold, it may turn to water. Like when the winter time, it's very cold outside. What happens when it's very, very, very cold outside? What comes down? We may get snow. But in the springtime and the summertime, when it's not so cold, what happens a lot? Mostly in the spring. That's right, it's rain. So that's what we call precipitation. Okay. So now, are you ready to make it rain in a bag? Are you ready to see a collection of water? Are you ready to see evaporation, condensation, and then precipitation? Great. So remember, it's not going to happen in a few minutes. So if you do this project at home, you have to make sure you keep watching it throughout each day, maybe for a few days. All right, and I'm going to explain how we're going to make it rain in a bag. So I'm going to tilt this down a little bit. Do you guys see my plastic bag here? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a marker, because you need a marker, and you also need food coloring, which I already mixed up for you guys before this. And I'm going to make right here, hopefully you could see, the ground. You have to use a permanent marker. So mommy and daddy, hopefully you have these in the house. If not, you could figure out, maybe you could take paper and you could glue the paper to the bag. There's my ground. And I'm going to make up here a cloud. Okay, I'll make 2 clouds. And I'm gonna make a sun, because we need sun to heat up the water. Yeah. Can you see? My 2 clouds, my sun, and the ground. Okay? All right. So what I'm gonna do is I have a line right here. I have a line, my helper's here. I have a line right here. Do you see the line? And I'm gonna open up the bag. Ariel, can you hold the bag for me? Hold the bag for me, since you came in good timing. Hold the bag. Hold the bag. Great. And I'm gonna take my water and I'm gonna fill the bag. See? And then I'm gonna close it. Okay? I think I need a little bit more water in here to get to the line. I will fill that up. Okay? And what I'm going to do, let me draw another line, hold on. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this. Let me go get you guys some more water. Here, watch my bag for me. Can you watch the bag for me, guys? Great. Let me fill it up a little bit more. Maybe some water. So we can get up to the line. I thought I had enough water. Thank you for watching my bag. Let's fill it up a little bit more. Okay, that's much better. Now it's on the line, right, guys? Okay. So, what we need to do is now we have our collection of water. What do we need to do to make the water evaporate? That's right. We need sunlight. So this is our sun, but this sun is not going to be hot enough to heat up this water. So, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to open up my window right here. And you know what I need? My masking tape. Here, I'm going to go get the tape for you guys.
I'm coming to you, Mommy.
You're coming with me?
Yeah.
I have tape right here, and I got my scissors. All right. I thought I had the tape. Here's my tape. And I'm going to cut off a piece of tape. Okay. I'm going to cut off the tape. Whee, this tape is hot. It's going to stick to the window good. Don't you think so, guys? Here's the tape. And I'm going to turn this towards the window. Can you see? And I'm going to hang it up right over here. All right? And we're going to let the natural light from outside hit the collection. You see? Maybe a little hard to see. Okay? And what we're going to do is throughout the day, we're going to check on it. And we'll be back in the next video. And we're going to see if the water down here is going to start to evaporate, causing condensation going to our clouds. So next time we see you, let's see what's happening to our water cycle in the bed. Bye for now, everyone.